Hello, everyone. Hope all of you and your families are safe and vaccinated. At the end of last year, we believed that we had conquered COVID, but come 2021, it has been a even greater challenge for all of us. In the face of all of these difficulties, I'm really proud how efficiently we have navigated this challenge with the support of all of our partners. While there has been a significant impact on the ways of working post the pandemic, we have faced it with all our strength and agility, and we continue to do it in future as well. I would like to thank all of you on behalf of Flipkart team for working very closely with all of us all this while and making sure we continue to give the best customer experience. Today, I would like to share some key business updates with all of you on what we have learned post the pandemic and what we hope to achieve for the business unit in the months to come. So, to begin with, uh, I would like to start some of the key trends that have emerged in the home business unit and how these trends are going to shape in the months to come. So, post pandemic, as we saw customers spending more and more time at their homes working from home, it led to hyper growth for some of the key clusters in the home business unit. So we saw a lot of participation of all the family members to go ahead and try cooking. For example, was a very common hobby that was taken by people, right? Which actually led to a lot of acceleration of most of the kitchen categories post the pandemic. Similarly, we saw some of the DIY, which are the do-it-yourself clusters, doing really well on the platform. For example, gardening. Now, post wave two, as the situation becomes better, people have also started now spending on discretionary categories like home decor, furnishing, serveware, festive, which were a bit muted during wave two. Now, like I discussed, these are some of the key trending clusters that we saw hyper accelerated during the pandemic. Apart from this, there were some other key trends as well that we could identify. While these were the head categories where we saw people looking for it, we also saw a lot of customers coming and looking online for tail and torso categories. So tail and torso could be, for example, gardening could be a head category, and gardening tools could be a tail and torso category. Similarly, serveware, something apart from cookware, is a tail and torso category in home. Grinders, grow bags. These are some of the categories which also saw customers coming in and checking them online now. Similarly, in household category, we saw customers now looking for lighting online. We saw customers looking for serveware, cleaning. Similarly, in home furnishing, we saw customers looking for bath accessories, bath towel, appliances, covers, which have gone really, really faster. So these are some of the key trends that we had seen had got hyper accelerated post pandemic, and we also see them growing in the future. So a combination of at home categories together with customers looking for tail and torso are some of the key trends that were identified this year. Now, what are the things that we are doing as a platform to make sure that we give the best customer experience whenever a customer is coming and looking for these categories? In the last 1 year, we have really worked on making this customer experience better by building a lot of on-platform constructs, like building baskets. So if a customer is coming, how do we show the right customer in order to make sure that the customer is checking out with the best basket experience? Concepts like bathroom in a box, gardening in a box, right? So now we have been able to actually activate merchandising for customer reminders, right? To make sure that customer is checking out with the best relevant products on the platform. Customer is able to buy much more impulse, high affinity products, which makes the buying process much more easier and seamless for the customer. So we've also ensured dedicated visibility for these high converting hyper growth verticals all this while. Now, coming to what should the sellers, do right now to maximize the opportunity from a selection point of view? Uh, this answer is a bit divided into the cluster that we're talking about. We also see this trend is not this uniform across category. It depends on category. So if I have to give an example, for categories like home improvement tools, right? We see now that, as a platform for in line with the customer expectations, we need more selection in the unbranded portfolio, the tail portfolio, right? Because now the customer is also looking for tail verticals, right? Like the gardening tool set example that I just gave. Similarly, in household categories, right, the kitchen categories, there are two essential opportunities available. On the premium side, the customers are looking for aspirational selection, right? So that beautiful serveware, because everyone feels that things will become better and people will start coming to their home soon, right? So people looking for aspirational purchase is one set, which is available as an opportunity to tap in as per the customer need. The second opportunity definitely is to work on the low SP segment, right? So household as a category, we all understand is very, very one of the categories with the highest online penetration today, right? And it's also because the way the category has shaped for the online customer. But we also believe that there is a huge opportunity in the offline space, right, which is a very, very low ASPs of 100 to 200, which still sells in the market, right? So this is another trend that we have captured, that customer is definitely looking for this kind of a selection online. So how do we grow both the clusters, right? The premium cluster for the aspirational purchase and the low SP for the tier 2, tier 3 segment, who are very, very value conscious customers coming to buy online. Similarly, in home furnishing, people now are moving from buying just unbranded selection-based selection to moving to more branded and premium selection. So that is what we want to do in home furnishing. And in home decor, because H2 will be completely focused on festive, right? Focus on larger showpiece. So while as online we have done really well in the small supply chain, how do we also be a destination for large items is something very, very critical and a great opportunity for anyone to seize in. So focus on large showpieces, paintings, lamp, which are now definitely being searched by the customers online. So these are some of the selection opportunities which are definitely available for all of you to maximize on the opportunity in the months to come. Similarly, we saw a lot of trends in terms of customer looking for faster delivery, and that could also be because of the situation, how the situation shaped out post pandemic. So which definitely helped us to push the needle on speed, right? So speed as an attribute of importance for the customer has really come out very strongly post pandemic, and we believe we have to, in order to give the best customer experience, we have to have a plan in action to increase speed to the customer. So with this in mind, we really need to increase our FBF share to make this growth sustainable. We believe this growth to be sustainable, speed will be a very important customer experience metric to move the needle, and also to ensure business continuity at the time of crisis, right? We saw a lot of supply disruptions, right? And FBF is the best way to make sure that this growth is sustainable in the times of crisis. It also has speed has also helped us to gain share in tier 1 and tier 2 cities where speed is critical for the customers. In fact, interesting trend is that we used to believe that only metro and tier 1 customers are the one where speed is critical, but data now is showing again and again that speed is something that even tier 2, tier 3 markets now well appreciate, right? So for all of us to grow sustainably, right, and to make sure that we're able to protect the business, FBF is the way to go. So I would really urge all of you to have a great plan of action to make sure that we are giving the right speed customer expectations to our customers. Coming to the wallet share of home category, definitely we saw customers spending much more on home categories post pandemic, and we truly believe that this trend will continue from here on. So we saw the customer share of wallet increasing from 5% last year to 6% this year, and that has also helped us to garner a lot on the market share that we have online. In fact, that this was possible because of a lot of growth coming in for new customers. So tier 2, tier 3 markets are the one which got activated post pandemic, which has really helped us to grow our new customer base, which helped us to increase the wallet share of the customer from 5% to 6%. This was also coupled with our home seller base family growing by approximately 12K sellers who have joined us last year to make sure we are able to give the right selection width to our customers during the pandemic. Now, if we look at the customer profiling and how do we see customer, trends changing, right? In terms of what customer believe are the key tenets of someone buying home line. So if you see the customer aspirations, right, while homes might have started being an essential category for a customer coming online, customer is buying fashion and then customer sees home selection and then eventually buys a vending home. We truly believe the trend here will be for a customer to come in and to look at home as aspirational category, right? So looking at the search trend, it's very, very clear that a customer is looking to buy from Flipkart, right, in order to make sure that they are able to buy products which adds aesthetics to their home, right? So home as a category will become home fashion, right? So how do you kind of add home decor, furnishing, household, kitchen categories in order to make sure it's an aspirational purchase for the customer. Similarly, on the other side, we saw a number of customers coming in from tier 2, tier 3, from the Bharat, from where we are seeing the coming of next 200 million customers who are very, very value conscious customers. So these are the customers who will typically buy from offline, low ASP products, less than typically 200, 300 products. These are also the type of customers where we have seen significant growth on the platform. So it is very important for all of us to build the right selection for the Bharat in order to make sure we're able to have a sustainable growth. So from a perspective of what are the strategic initiatives that we want to work on for the next 6 months to 1 year time frame, like I've already discussed, low ASP as a charter is of very strategic importance considering the life cycle where home category is today in the online space. Considering the offline market, there's a huge opportunity in less than 200 price point, right? Because if you see the market, ASP is also somewhere near that price point, right? And it becomes a very, very critical price point in terms of acquiring customers, increasing overall sales. So in most of these verticals like bed sheets, containers, plant seeds, appliances cover, which are very, very offline heavy low SP categories, we see there is a potential to double, triple our business from where we are today by bringing in the right low SP selection, pricing, discoverability is something that we're solving in parallel, right? Solving for baskets. And with that, we'll be able to show great amount of growth in the low SP segment, which is a big trend catching up post-pandemic. Customers understand the perceived value of low SP, and as sellers, we really need to make sure that we have a good product quality to give the best customer experience to these customers. Now, what can the home sellers expect in the next 1-2 years of this strategy to grow on the platform? Like I've already discussed, we saw a lot of trends changing post pandemic, right? Across clusters, across categories, across customers. If I have to kind of summarize into 3 action items, right? So, one is the aspirational customer from typically metro tier 1 who are coming to buy buy a category from Flipkart to create fashion, home fashion for their home, right? So how do we have a selection built for them in order to meet their aspiration, right? So one cluster is definitely to create good premium branded selection for the customers, typically coming from metro tier 1. The other big space is the customers coming from tier 2, tier 3, the Bharat side, of the country, right, who are looking for extremely value conscious buyer, looking for low ASP verticals, right? Bed sheets, appliances covers, utensils, right? So how do we create a selection for these customers where, and this is also the type of customers which will bring growth to online home category. And third is now customers looking for tail and torso verticals, right? So if a customer till yesterday was only buying a pressure cooker, the customer will also now come to buy a spoon from Flipkart, right? So how do we bring the right tail and torso selection now on the platform for the customer? So these are the broadly 3 different strategic solutions in terms of what the customer is looking for, and for all of us to maximize on this opportunity for the customers in the months to come. So these are the 3 different areas where I would urge all of you to focus from a selection, while of course making sure we give the right and the best customer experience in terms of fulfillment speed to the customer, to make sure we maximize this opportunity in the months to come for our customers. Thank you all for attending this event. Hope I was able to give some insights about home business to all of you, and looking forward to engage more with you in our event. Thank you again.